Nicole Lampert's here, though, journalist and campaigner for the Campaign Against Antisemitism. Nicole, good morning to you.
Hi, thank you for having me on, Mike.
No, not at all. So words fail me about people who do this kind of thing. I mean, somebody cutting down ribbons, obviously saying, "Oh, I'm doing it because I'm against genocide." I just don't get it. I can't understand it. I mean, it must be. I know that you've campaigned vigorously about all of this for 2 years, and I just find it really sad, actually.
That actually happened about a 5-minute walk from my house.
Really?
No, it doesn't surprise me. Yellow ribbons go up and they come straight down, and these people think they are good people. And I've been looking into some of these terms that they've been using from very early days, words like genocide, and I don't think they realise, and in fact, actually, until I investigated, I didn't realise how old this kind of libel was, which is, they are literally repeating Nazi propaganda. It's something, it's an idea, one of the many hatreds against Jews that was created by the Nazis, used via the Arab League, and particularly in the Palestinian area. And even as the Nazis were literally committing a genocide against the Jews, they were spreading on the radio that unless you kill the Jews, they are going to genocide you. So these people that talk about genocide, when everyone can see it's not a genocide. If Israel wanted to commit a genocide, it would have done. Obviously, lots of people have died, which is a tragedy. This is a war. But that's where we are. And yeah, in terms of the universities, my own son, he's a fresher. He started a university a few weeks ago at my old university, Leeds, and it's one of the many universities that's going to be hosting events today. It's sickening, and I'm for free speech, but they are celebrating the murder of hundreds and thousands of Jews today, and they should be thoroughly ashamed of themselves. They're not showing themselves to be good people. They're showing themselves to be the absolute worst, the evil people.
Yeah. And I mean, the movement of sort of, I suppose, common belief even seems to have been non-stop. I mean, it's just, since October the 7th. I mean, I said earlier, the first protest against Israel was on the evening of October the 7th outside the Israeli embassy in London, when Israel hadn't even retaliated yet, and you wonder where all this comes from. It's not coming from a place of honour and hope for the Palestinian people. It's coming from a place of hate about the Israeli state. And Matthew Said found this when he went to talk to these people on Saturday. He wrote a piece in the Sunday Times this weekend in which he said, these people say we're going to do this until Israel is no more. It's not about Palestine.
Exactly, and it's certainly not about good people. On October 7, my life changed, probably the lives of many Jews, but I spoke to a friend in the Israeli embassy to see if they needed any help, thinking they might need someone just to help man the phones. And he said, I'm going to start putting people through to you who are in their safe rooms. And I was working on that story really intensely that weekend and really for months afterwards. And seeing the celebrations in Kensington, which was a place I knew well. I used to work at the Daily Mail, which is up the road, and seeing the joy in their faces. It's been described by some people as a kind of almost a repetition of people wanting to join in the pogrom. So although they couldn't kill Jews, they were celebrating it, and they were almost showing a kind of bloodlust, their joy in killing Jews.
Yeah, I know, it's awful. Stephen Pollard's written a piece in The Sun today. He says the people who are going to bring joy for this anniversary of October the 7th are the enemy in our midst. And there's not, hopefully, that many of them, but they're making a lot of noise.
They are noisy. I think they are a minority, but they have been a noisy minority for the last 2 years. They've paralysed our streets, haven't they?
Yeah.
And they... I mean, what I'm hoping, and I think that partly what happened is that those celebrations on October 7, October 8, outside the embassy, it repelled people. It feels un-British, and it showed the dark, nasty side of this movement. I think, and I think obviously we saw the result of that last week when 2 Jews were killed, others were injured. One of them is a kind of relative of my girlfriend. And so we've seen the sheer hatred of this movement and how dangerous it is. The problem is, what is our government going to do? Because finally saying please don't do this, please don't hurt people. That feels, yes, very un-British, but appeasement hasn't been a British thing.
No.
Since 1938. We fight this, and we have to realise that we have an enemy in our midst. They are telling us what they want. They are telling us they don't want peace. There's a peace deal on the table. I'm hoping there'll be a peace deal soon and the hostages will be released soon. They are not asking for that. They are asking for more revolution, intifada. They want more death. And that's where we are. And appeasement to these people after 2 years of them upturning my life and probably the lives of most people in terms of not being able to go to shops without being harassed, not being able to go into the London's West End or Manchester or Leeds without these calls for murder and intifada and threats of terrorism. This has to end now, I think.
Yes, I think you're absolutely right, and hopefully the Prime Minister will do something about it. But I'm not too sure that he's got the cojones to do it. But Nicole, great to see you. Thank you very much indeed, and thanks for everything you're doing as well. Nicole Lampert, journalist and campaigner for the Campaign Against Anti-Semitism.